welcome to all. So in this presentation, I am going to discuss about high voltage laboratory. So first of all, we have to understand what is the need of high voltage laboratory. High voltage laboratories are an essential requirement for making acceptance test for the equipment that go into operation in the extra high voltage transmission systems. In addition, they are also used in the development work on equipment for conducting research and for planning to ensure economical and reliable extra high voltage transmission systems. Test facilities provided in high voltage laboratories. A high voltage laboratory is expected to carry out Western and or flashover test at high voltages. So first of all, what is the meaning of Western voltage? Western voltage testing is used to check whether a given electrical product or part provides sufficient dielectric strength, means insulation strength, for the applied voltages. And a flashover is an electric discharge over or around the surface of an insulator. Different tests conducted on the above equipment are in the high voltage laboratory. Number one, power frequency Wheatstone test, wet test and a dry test. Number two, impulse test, wet and dry test. Number three, DC Wheatstone test. Number four, switching surge test. Number five, test under polluted atmospheric condition. And number six, partial discharge measurement. That we will discuss in the detail in the laboratory session. Classification of high voltage laboratories. High voltage laboratories, depending on the purpose for which they are established and the resources, that is mean finance resources available, can be classified into three types. Number one, small size laboratories. Number two, medium size laboratories. And number three, large general laboratories. So what is the meaning of a small laboratory? A small laboratory is one that contains DC or power frequency test equipment of less than 10 kilowatt rating, impulse equipment of energy rating of about 10 kilojoule or less. Voltage ratings can be about 300 kV for AC single unit or 500 to 600 kV AC for cascade units, and plus minus 200 to 400 kV DC and less than 100 kV impulse voltage. So suppose for the small laboratory, either single unit transformer is available, or as we have discussed in the theory, that beyond the 300 or 400 kV sometimes that we have cascade units of the transformer, and therefore there is a 500 to 600 kV, two transformers are required. Then medium sized laboratory. In case of medium sized laboratories, their main function will be for doing routine test. Such a laboratory may initially contain a power frequency testing facility in the range of 200 to 600 kV, depending on the ratings and the size of equipment being manufactured and proposed to be tested, such as cables, transformers, etc. But its kVA rating will be much higher compared to the small laboratory, 100 to 1000 kVA. The impulse voltage generator required would have a rating of 20 to 100 kilojoule or more. Other test equipments like the impulse current generator for testing surge, diverters, and DC test facility for testing cables and capacitors can also be made available. So it means sometimes not only that high voltage AC transformer, impulse generator, and DC test unit, but also the impulse current generator is also there in the high voltage laboratory. Large size laboratories. These types of the laboratories are meant to carry out testing and undertake research work will contain almost all high voltage and high current test equipments and facilities. The basic facilities available will be one or more high voltage test halls, pollution test chambers, outdoor test area, test on large sized equipment, transmission line and tower, etc., controlled atmospheric test rooms, and computer facilities, conference halls, library, internet facilities, etc., with good office facilities. So, example of the large size laboratories are Electrical Research and Development Association Vadodara and CPRI Bangalore. Also, in some of the institutes, they have also this kind of the laboratory for research point of view. IISc Bangalore. Type of high voltage laboratory. We can also classify the laboratory depends on the other the way, that is indoor type and the outdoor type, the high voltage laboratory. So what is the indoor type laboratory? The indoor type laboratory has the advantage of protection of testing equipment against variable weather conditions, simplicity in design, and control of the test equipment and provision of observation facilities during the testing. Outdoor laboratory. So if the small equipments are there, we can install the equipments in indoor laboratory, but in very big laboratory, large size laboratory, we have to go for the outdoor type laboratory. Outdoor laboratories have the advantage of less cost due to the absence of building cost and the plant facility layout cost, but outdoor test area have limitations such as absence of lifting and supporting facilities, because suppose transformer is coming for testing, so we have to lift the transformer with the help of the some chain cup arrangement or other the cranes type arrangement is required to lift the heavy transformers and other equipments. Climate conditions which may restrict testing, reproducibility of test not being guaranteed due to the uncontrolled atmospheric conditions, and artificial and wet test studies which are difficult due to the wind variations. It means suppose if you are going to that perform the test in the laboratory and you require standard temperature, pressure for the particular test. So this is not the possible in the outdoor type the laboratory. Grounding of impulse testing laboratories. The grounding is very important in the high voltage laboratory, and when you are going to perform the test in the high voltage laboratory, at that time when you visit the laboratory you will find there is a big difference between the ordinary the laboratory and the high voltage laboratory. An earth or ground system means an established stable reference potential normally taken to be zero potential, and the ideal ground means the ideal ground can be approximated by an equipotential plan realized by a finite conducting material. The laboratory is covered by a sheet of copper metal welded into a single unit, but this is a very costly and is used rarely. It means metal type sheet is there in the high voltage laboratory and all the equipments are that put on the metallic sheet. Single point ground. A single point ground is commonly used. In this, an earthing grid is installed within the laboratory floor and connection from the grid is given by a large sized copper conductor to a point identified as a common ground point. The ground connections of various equipments and other components of the high voltage test circuit are made to the common ground. So this kind of the grounding system is also that they use in the high voltage laboratory. Imperfection of the grounding system are to be avoided as they cause excessive voltage difference between points and cause flashovers, damage or danger to human life. In high voltage laboratory, safety is very important for the person. The imperfection will cause excessive loop currents along the sheaths of measuring cables, which will introduce errors in measurements. Also, that measurement is very important. You cannot say that 100 the kV is suppose the breakdown voltage. You cannot read like 99.2 kV. Okay, complete as per the standard instruments are required. Calibrated instruments are required in the high voltage laboratory. The grounding system should be such that the voltage drop along the ground system, the voltage at a loop and the circulating currents in the loops are avoided or minimized. Metal conduits should be used for the measuring and control cables to avoid neutral inductance effect between the ground grid and the cables. Electromagnetic shielding. A high voltage laboratory, small, medium or large size, should have some type of screening against electrostatic and electromagnetic field interference. The screening is essential if partial discharge measurements are to be made in the laboratory. This is a very sensitive the test in the high voltage laboratory. Therefore, Faraday's cage is required. And attenuation of the less than 40 dB is needed for attenuation of electrical signals in the frequency range of 1 megahertz. So we will find this kind of the arrangement in the partial discharge laboratory. Complete the screening is there in the partial discharge laboratory. Safety regulations for high voltage experiments. So when you are going to perform the test in the laboratory, so you have to remember certain rules. So the fundamental rule, before entering a high voltage setup, sure that all the conductors which can assume high potential and lie in the contact zone are earth and all the main leads are interrupted. So whenever you are entered in the laboratory, that you have to see that your equipments are not connected with the main supply and you have to discharge all the equipments with the help of the earthing rod. Safety locking. In high voltage setup, each door must be provided with safety switches. The arrangement is provided in such a way that door to be opened only when all the main leads to test setup are interrupted. So we'll find that this kind of the interlock is provided in the high voltage laboratory. The door limit switches are used on opening the door, interrupts all the main leads to the setup. So once the door is open, then automatically the main transformer and high voltage test equipments are disconnected from the main supply. Also, control panel is designed in such a way that authorized key is required to start the test. Without key, no one can start testing. So this kind of the contact is also the given in the control panel and therefore we need one authorized key. Once the authorized key is entered, then and then you can start the experiment. Also, regulating transformer which fed to testing transformer must be on tape 0 position. This is also very important. So every time that we have to put the transformer on 0 position. So when the all the three interlocks are fulfilled, then and then we can start the experiment. That we will see in the laboratory experiment. Fencing. The danger zone of high voltage circuit should be protected by means of metallic fences to avoid unintentional entries. Entrance of danger zone must have interlocks which effect automatic shut off. So you will also find the difference between the other laboratories and high voltage laboratory. There is a metallic fencing is there in the high voltage laboratory. So outside there is a control area, and other side there is a testing transformer, impulse voltage generator, DC test setup, and those equipments are under test the conditions. They are put the side. So the fencing is also the required that in the high voltage laboratory. Now we have to understand the what are the various facilities available in the high voltage laboratory of BVM Engineering College. One of the best laboratories of Electrical Engineering Department, BVM Engineering College, Vidyanagar. Major activities in the high voltage laboratory are classes for undergraduates, students, and the project work. Equipments in the high voltage laboratory, we have to understand and we have to find out what are the ratings of the various the high voltage the equipments. So number one is high voltage AC test source, single unit high voltage test transformer, which is rated for 5 kVA, 100 kilovolt, 50 hertz, primary side 220 to 440 volt, and secondary side 100 kV transformer. We have also impulse voltage generator, high stage impulse voltage generator, 150 kV, 225 joule per stage. Overall energy rating is 1125 joule. We have also high voltage DC source which is rated for 70 kV DC, transformer oil test kit which is rated for 80 kV. So we can test here transformer oil with the help of this oil test kit. In the laboratory, we have also different electrodes profiles, sphere arrangement, plate arrangement, point configuration. So we can check the dielectric strength of the air with the help of the different electrode profiles in the laboratory. Big spheres, small spheres are there in the laboratory. We have also pressure and the temperature measurement instruments. We have also electrolytic test set. We have also storage oscilloscope to capture the lightning impulse voltage, and we have also lightning arrestor model to understand the concept of lightning arrestor. So this is digital storage oscilloscope. References for this high voltage laboratory: number 1, MS Naidu and Kamaraju, High Voltage Engineering, 4th edition, Tata McGraw Hill Publishing Company, New Delhi, and Dieter Kine and Kurt Fischer, High Voltage Test Techniques. Thank you very much.